What's going on, everybody? This is the Film Scholars. Now, this podcast wanted to talk about a recent show that the season 3 just came out, Narcos, about Colombian drugs trade, if you guys have all seen it. And I just wanted to give our thoughts on it. First, I'll hand over to you, Wes. What were your thoughts on the season as a whole?
Okay, there's going to be spoilers for season 1, 2 and 3, so if you've not seen any of it, don't watch it at the moment, you can come back and watch it. But after season 1 and 2, I thought that's it, that's the end of Narcos, because the character it was based on was Pablo, and they showed the end of Pablo in season 2.
Yeah, season 2 he dies. I mean, also don't Google or look back at any of the events, because it's obviously based on real life, so it's going to kind of give away the story. What happens, and yeah, at the end of season 2 Pablo gets killed, and he was a great villain because of just his character. He was quite flawed in his dreams.
That's it.
I mean, he's a gangster, drug trafficker, but he also wants to be president and like loved by the people. So you can see this conflict.
He was the Colombian Robin Hood, but then his character just changed. Like when the police were on him and when he wanted to become president and stuff, he stopped helping the people. But that was season 2. After season 2,
I think he still helps the people. Like in season 2, he comes and the crowd comes around and gives him loads of money. So there's still a lot of love for Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, but then when you have to go into hiding, there's the scene where he's just sitting on the toilet and he's just depressed.
Yeah, because obviously he's lost his fame. He wanted to be this larger-than-life character, run the country, do everything legit, and be a drug trafficker, which couldn't work. So obviously he gets killed in season 2.
Yes.
So sorry, carry on what you were saying.
And then I was just like living my life. I thought there'd be no more Narcos, and then the trailer dropped for season 3. And then like shows like this, they're not specifically about characters, because it's real life. Life goes on. The drug trade will go on. And what we learn now is from the Medellin cartel, we go to the Cali cartel, and the operation is run completely differently. And that's what took me by surprise, because I thought, they're just churning out another season to get views, to get money. But
I mean, that was probably the reason. But I think the reason it did work well is because, as you mentioned, Pablo was this specific type of gangster, bad guy, if you like.
Yeah. And
the Cali cartel are just so different. And it was a different aspect. They ran things very differently. So the show takes on a very different sort of kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
And I think they even split it up a bit in the sense that the DEA, the screen time is actually split. Rather than just the cartel and the DEA, which is what it was in number 1 and 2, seasons 1 and 2. In this one, you got the DEA, the Cali cartel, and you have this third person who's like a snitch, if you like.
Salcedo.
Yeah, that's it. And it follows his kind of journey and his struggles on what's going on. And I think he was actually one of the big focuses of the story. And it really kind of showed a different side of the story, because I think if they tried to do it back to Cops and Robbers as the first couple, it would have just been a rinse and repeat. And once you've just lost a great character like Pablo Escobar, they would have fallen short with just villains and the cops chasing him down. So I think this inclusion of the snitch guy, it brings a different thing. It's about his family, and you see the changes from him. When he originally starts off, he's like loyal, he's like one of their best guys, they really trust him. And then his realization that he wants to protect his family, and the kind of the struggle. And it's very, I don't know if you noticed, in this season it was very tense because it was following him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because of the third character, I said Javier Salcedo, but it's Jorge Salcedo, so forgive me. But because of the third character, it's not just a war back and forth like you said. You get the tension, and then you get that personal attachment, because his main motivation is his family. And because we've all got family, we know what it's like and the things we do for them. So the tension from his side, because he's the direct link to, was it Gilberto Rodriguez?
Yeah,
it was Gilberto Rodriguez. And then there's David, Gilberto's son, and he's onto Salcedo.
He doesn't like him from the get-go anyway, and you think he's a bit of a jackass, firstly, but he's obviously, like the drug trade, he's very paranoid, so he's watching him, so you're always thinking, is he about to get caught? When he approaches the DEA and they try to snag him, you're thinking, this is tense, because if they catch him, he needs to now do a run and get out of the country. And then the way it goes down, the DEA don't fully trust him, but they don't have the resource. And it's like, kind of.
Then there was that scene with like the typical, the snitch always lets the cop punch me so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's when you knew, like, they trusted him fully. But even then, in the last 4 episodes, so much is going on. So when you watch it, please concentrate. And it's a different language, so you're gonna have to read the subtitles.
Yeah, it's one of those subtitle shows. So I think I was speaking to somebody at my workplace about this, and he said like normally when people watch TV shows, they might be on their phone or they're looking, but because there's a lot of subtitles, like if you look at your phone, and then you might miss like a conversation like, well, what's going on? Why is he doing this?
Now with this season, what's different is he had one villain before, Pablo Escobar, and that's it. We knew everything about it. Now you got four godfathers of the Cali cartel. You got two brothers, the Rodriguez brothers, Miguel and Gilberto, and then you got two other characters. You got Chepe, which everyone loves for some reason.
I like Chepe. Yeah, didn't you like Chepe?
I
it's
love
just his character was just a badass.
Yeah,
like the way he kills like loads of random guys over like some sort of they're fighting over some chemical to kind of extract the cocaine.
The ether in New York.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and then there's
he's a good character, and even it's just his badass nature. Like near the end, he calls one of the scenes I liked. He's turning himself in because the two brothers have been caught. So for the negotiation of the deal, the last two godfathers have to turn themselves in. So he's there chilling at some restaurant eating, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're here to arrest you," and he's like, "Sit the heck down, look, we'll go when I'm finished in here, eat something, order something." And even when he escapes out of prison as well, he's just the balls on the guy. He gets his lawyers to like unlock the windows, and he just walks out, combs his hair back, puts it to blazer on. It was kind of annoying. I don't say annoying, but I guess that's what happened in real life. The way he dies, where he meets up with those two brothers. I can't remember what they're called now. Those yeah, they were the Los Pepes in last season. They call something else now.
They're not savages, man.
Yeah, and but I did kind of see that. I don't know why he went to them, because they don't like the cartels and the cocaine trade.
That's their whole fight, yeah.
Yeah, because traditionally the cocaine trade, they didn't side with. They didn't really care, but they used the FARC or the Communist Party to do a lot of their kidnappings, to do their wars. I think to attack the Houses of Parliament. Escobar uses them. So obviously there's already a dislike for the Colombian cocaine guys. So he takes a big risk going there, and he ultimately pays the price and he gets killed.
And then the last godfather was Pacho. Pacho is another 50-50 character. But with him, we've seen him all the way from season 1 to season 3. So for him, because he's gay at that time, he does have a lot of balls and the stuff that he does. Because remember the dancing?
Yeah, it gets a bit too
like,
full on.
Everyone was just looking, but like that shows another way he's kind of a badass because he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
And then,
well, I mean, did he come across? He didn't. He's been in the last 2 seasons, but did he come across as gay to you in those 2 months? I don't think it was that overtly shown.
But like
he used to wear those weird shirts,
flamboyant, yeah.
But in Colombia, other people used to wear it also. I thought, oh yeah, you know, it's not that much of a big deal. But they made a big focus on this, and it's kind of part of his character of why he.
Like they've said he was gay like in the past, but now they've shown it like yo, this guy's different.
Yeah, and it does build his character though, because I think he's one of the reasons he's loyal to the Rodriguez brothers is because when someone outed him as being gay, obviously in those like it wasn't that long ago, but even now like in the gangster community, it's not like you don't say that sort of thing, and stay around. But they actually trusted him and they promoted him, so he feels like he owes them something.
They gave him that family bond, that acceptance I was looking for his whole life because his family didn't give it to him, his father.
Yeah, obviously.
So those were the 4 godfathers of the Cali cartel. So that
we didn't talk about the main 2, the Miguel brothers.
Yeah. Okay, so Miguel, like early on in the season, he gets arrested and then.
Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't do that much in the other seasons. With him and Pablo Escobar, he's seen as like the top dog.
Yeah.
But he gets arrested fairly quickly. They get quite lucky in his arrest, and then his character doesn't actually do much other than get pissed off in the jail cell and negotiate this peace deal.
Because the whole point of this season was just for the surrender. As soon as it starts out, first episode, they have a meeting, and Miguel actually makes this because he's out of the Godfathers. He's seen as the lead, and he's seen as the one that cooperates with all like the government and everything.
Yeah.
So he's like got it shut down, and it's his operation. So he tells everyone they're gonna surrender. Not everyone was happy with that though, and you saw the intentions come out later on in the season.
Yeah, his brother, isn't it? Where initially, obviously, he backs his brother, but then as he almost gets killed once by I think the North Cali cartel, and then the DEA almost arrest him a couple of times. You see his character become a lot more paranoid and think that I need the power to protect myself. And it's obviously reality as well. I mean, in that sort of gangster drug trade, you can't just walk away from it,
Exactly.
really. I mean, even Bacho tries it where I think he gets vengeance on one of the North Cali cartel members.
Yeah.
I think the Salazar family. He kills one of their sons, and it causes a bit of beef, and then later on he kills like the whole family, but then at the end of it he still gets shot in prison because somebody wants vengeance on him for what he did.
It's true. And yeah, we're talking. So they had 6 months to surrender. After that, like a lot, the action just was next level because the whole point was Pena had 6 months to ensure that these guys did not get that surrender. Because once they got that surrender, all their legal assets and whatever they had, they'd be forgiven. It'd be gone.
Yeah, it's like a pardon.
That's it. And all the money they loaned it, they could keep. So the rest of life, they can be happy. Millions and millions. So Pena, this season, he never had Agent Murphy. So with the DEA, you focus it purely from Pena's point, and then there were 2 officers.
Yeah.
Feistel, who made most of the stuff, and then there was the next officer, who was a good character. I did like them too, but you didn't see them much.
They were just, I think, I want to say they were like foot soldiers. They did play a small part, but it wasn't really that. It just, from their point of view, they just wanted to get some busts to move up in their career.
Yeah.
Whereas Pena, you can see his passion because early on the ambassador tells him, the deal's done on it, right? Like, why are you going after the gangsters? But he pursues it because he wants justice to be done in the world. And I think a lot of the theme of this season, or even the Narcos season, is about getting justice for what these guys have done. And it shows how difficult it is because he has to sacrifice quite a lot personally to get that justice. I mean, I think in the first episode, he goes back to Texas and he's seeing all his old friends or whatever living their lives. And he hasn't really got anything because he's just been in Colombia chasing down the DEA. And it shows the sacrifices he has to make to kind of take that fight. And even after all of that, you find out that the Cali cartels bribed the government, really. I think they funded one of the president's campaign, so they're like, the deal's going to go through. So he has to come out, his career gets tarnished, the ambassador tells him to leave.
Because he finds them all.
Yeah, so he does play a very good character, and it's quite sad that he's leaving now as well at the end of this season. He's like, I've done enough now. And
he though?
He thinks he's done enough, like taking down all these characters. And one thing you have to notice is, and you can don't have a look at that. Watch the shows first, then have a look at this. Throughout the all of season 1, 2, and 3, they're fighting the Colombian cartel. But the cocaine trade and imports into America are actually rising throughout the seasons. So season 1 is the up and coming. This is what the cocaine trade is about. This is where cocaine came from. Okay, it's starting to go into America. Season 2 is well established. Pablo's kind of on the run. He's on the run in hiding, but that cocaine is still making it into America. And they mentioned it in season 2. They didn't mention it this season, but I imagine that the figures, even when the Cali cartel went down, the amount of cocaine still going into America is still the same, which is kind of showing they're not really doing anything. They're just taking down the big players, but the demand of cocaine is so much in America.
That's right. And if you're interested in this and you want to watch further material, there's a documentary called Cocaine Cowboys. You should check it out because it gives you the real history. It's not no BS like this. Because I'll tell you something, Javier Pena has nothing to do with the Medellin cartel in real life. They just brought the character into it because of Narcos. I enjoyed it though. Even if it's not real history, I loved it. It's one of my favorite characters.
There's a lot of mystery shrouded what actually happened. I mean, recently I think it came out that Pablo's son said that he was actually working with the CIA to smuggle the cocaine across to fund South American wars. And there's some DEA agents who corroborated the story. So, and the CIA is known to do dodgy stuff. So it's a bit of a, you don't know like what actually happened.
The DEA was shown to do dodgy stuff in this as well. Because remember when he pulled out the tape? The recording. Then everyone's more or less corrupt. That's why you found out in this.
You find out it's a corrupt world, and that's why Javier leaves in the end, because he realizes that he's trying to do good, but
this is what I'm saying though. Does he leave? Because you know when you see that scene with his dad right at the end, and he's seeing all the traffickers, and you just keep on seeing the cocaine going past on the boats, and Javier's looking at it.
Yeah, but I think he says that his dad asks him at the end.
That's what he says though. That's what he says.
I mean, there might be a return of him because he was a good character. It'll be the next season, season 4. Will obviously be a shift, and I think it's going to be like a brand new season. Although it's season 4 of Narcos, it's in Mexico. It's going to be about the Mexican cartel. it will be like a new season. They might as well call it like Mexico and
Yeah.
Narcos, something like that. It's gonna be different. There's a potential that he
Some
comes
people
into.
are saying it's going to be about El Chapo and stuff, so that wouldn't be bad because he's famous now. Conor McGregor, the El Chapo shit, that took off. But yeah, if they do name it Narcos, they're going to need the link.
Yeah, so there's a potential that he does get drawn back. Maybe he tries to settle back into civilian life, you know, be a farmer, put fences up, but I think he's gonna miss the thrill, you know, doing this and doing that. And it was good. One of the things I wanted to say about this show as well, that the focus actually went away quite significantly from the cocaine trade. It was more around security, and they're trying to chase down the bad guys. It became very much like almost like a spy show.
Yeah.
In the sense that because the Cali cartel were like tapping all these phones, they had some next security systems. The police were all corrupt. So the way they have to do the raids is so clever.
Yeah.
Like I think when they catch the first Rodriguez brother, is it not Miguel?
Yeah, they call Miguel first. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Miguel. When they catch him, they do, because they know the police are corrupt. They do like a fake. Oh yeah, we'll just raid this house.
Yeah.
And they actually the actual raid. They go to like in a chicken van and they turn up to the house. Because I was thinking, what's going on? Oh, they must be doing a double
I was thinking,
raid.
they just seen the house, so they diverted all the attention of all the cops, and then they had the legit trusted people going
from
arrest
Bogota
them.
or something.
Yeah.
But then he has to end up leaving as well because of the corruption.
Yeah.
And I think he did accept a bribe.
Because when he done the right thing, that was wrong to thingy. Because that's how the government made the money. Sad, man. Sad. There's no justice. But yeah, he's right. Like season 1 and 2, they really it's heavily focused on the drug trade. But now with Salcedo in it, he's head of security. So with his character, when he's not snitching, he has to do like a security jobs like.
And he does a pretty good job. I mean, I think it's halfway through or something. He flips, and I think they had to do that for the show because the first 2 seasons talked about the craziness of the cocaine, people getting high. This is how much they were pumping, and this is how they were getting it across. So I think in season 3, if they did that, it's like we already know that. So I think they had to take a different direction. That's why I'm quite looking forward to season 4, in the sense that they're going to take it on a different angle now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good writers. They take their time, so there's a potential that it's going to be different or take a different view. And I'm quite interested in looking at that, especially it's a different, the Mexican cartel. So I'm looking forward to Narcos. I think there's any other major points you want to talk about?
Any other major points? Add some. Yeah, I was going to talk about the cinematography actually. Because the locations that they picked out, like it's filmed in USA, Panama, Chile, and in Colombia itself. And some of the aerial shots, Colombia is a nice place. And the cinematography, because you get to see the city as it is, it kind of immerses you even more.
Yeah.
It lets you feel the action because you feel you're a part of the city. So, the cinematographer...
Did you hear about what happened with the Narcos season 4 already?
That's
the guy went to have a look at locations where he wanted to take pictures, when they were going to do shots. So he was taking pictures in these rough neighborhoods, and one of the some gangsters in the area thought this guy's a cop because why would a random person be taking pictures? So the cameraman actually turned up dead.
Yeah, the locations.
These things, it's not safe.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a rough country. I mean, Mexico has places that are nice, but there's I don't know if you've seen this film called Sicario.
Yeah.
That's probably obviously to the extreme level, but it shows how dangerous Mexico is. Someone was once telling me that there's like, to get to the beach, there's from the city, there's 2 highways, and it's like, oh, what's the difference? One is a toll, and one is no toll. And he goes, why do you want to go on the toll one? He goes, the toll one, the army patrolling, the other one, there's bandits. Yeah. So you can see that the way
banditos.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a safe country, if you like. And you're right. The cinematography was really good. I think that's it from me. I mean, if you had any additional points, I mean, that's it. Write your comments, your thoughts on Narcos season 3, and your hopes for season 4. I mean, you can write about season 1 and 2 as well if you want.
Anything else you want us to review, just let us know. Any feedback. And thank you for listening.